The first time you realize that all your spiritual practices and self-development routines keep leading to the same frustration. It feels like walking in a maze with no exit. You sit in meditation, hoping for peace, but your mind races louder than ever. You read the latest self-help book, jotting down notes. Yet the promised transformation never arrives. Here is the paradox. The harder you try, the further you seem from the calm, clarity, or confidence you crave. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. The more you grip, the more it slips away. This is a story you might recognize. A modern dilemma, a restless anxiety masked as spiritual hunger, a scattered focus camouflaged as a search for meaning. SFX, heartbeat_soft, 3 let us zoom out. Spirituality and self-development have never been more popular. Yet the collective sense of dissatisfaction grows. Every morning, millions dive into routines. Journaling, affirmations, breath work, affirming intentions, visualizations, sometimes ritual. Social media floods with smiles announcing breakthroughs. But real breakthroughs rarely look like Instagram posts. Official narratives tell us, find your higher self, reprogram your subconscious, use law of attraction, master your emotions. The dates are recent since the rise of online gurus and self-help influencers in the last 2 decades, but the hunger behind these movements taps ancient desires for growth and peace. The promise is transformation, but the results? Often elusive, inconsistent, thin as mist. Something's off. Why does the same spiritual recipe work for some and fail for so many? Why do we mistake surface-level enthusiasm for real inner change? Here is the glitch daily. We make mistakes that deepen the gap between who we are and who we want to be. These errors are small, insidious, yet powerful enough to keep us stuck. And here is the kicker: these mistakes are not about doing too little. In fact, they often come from doing too much or doing it wrong. SFX, clock_tick. 2 first, there is the trap of constant seeking. You chase endless new tools, crystals, mantras, sound baths, thinking one more addition will fix the puzzle. But piling tool on tool is like stacking bricks without a blueprint. Without understanding why, how, and when to engage, it's just noise. You overwhelm your system, and inner stillness fades further away. Then comes impatience. You expect lightning strikes of enlightenment, sudden shifts in awareness, or overnight mastery of your emotions. When these don't happen, discouragement creeps in, and you bounce to the next shiny promise. Real growth is slow, subtle, and demands daily discipline. It cannot be hacked. Next, there is the bait of perfectionism. You create rigid schedules or ideal standards for your spiritual practice. Missing a day of meditation becomes failure. Feeling distracted during breath work means you are not spiritual enough. This rigid, black and white mindset crushes curiosity and self-compassion, the very foundations for lasting change. SFX, wind_soft. 3 not to be overlooked is ignoring the body as wisdom. So much self-development dwells in thought or emotion, but neglects the body. Yet, your body holds layers of memory, tension, and potential. Without including movement, rest, or attentiveness to physical sensations, you miss key entry points to deeper awareness. Here is the nuance. These common mistakes come from treating spirituality as something external to your real self, rather than an internal technology to master. They come from misunderstandings born of fragmented teachings and consumer culture. They reflect the illusion that transformation is separate, magical, or abstract. Now, let us shift perspective from detective hunting errors to mentor inviting your inner alchemist to awaken. The real secret behind practical spirituality and self-development ISNT products, nor perfect practices. It's about harnessing your own inner technology. This ancient technology is encoded in your attention, intention, discipline, and somatic presence. It's a system requiring balance between effort and surrender, structure and fluidity, question and answer. This technology is real, measurable, testable. Your brain's neuroplasticity, your body's nervous system resilience, your ability to hold and direct attention, these are the tools. They're all connected to your consciousness, which shapes your experience in profound, nonlinear ways. SFX, deep_within_out. For the ancient masters knew the power of disciplined attention. They didn't chase every new technique. They mastered a few, day after day, building a stable foundation. They understood that transformation demands integrity, a match between thought, feeling, and action. They attended their inner space like a sacred garden, pruning distractions, planting clarity, watering with presence. They integrated mind and body, intellect and emotion, heart and breath. At the core, this is a lesson in commitment to yourself as a whole. It is a call to honor your unique journey rather than mimic trends. It insists on slowing down to listen deeply to your inner rhythms, your real needs, and your evolving capacity to be present. This is not easy. It requires courage to face your discomfort, persistence to return again and again, and honesty to admit where shortcuts have betrayed you. SFX, Chom_soft. 3 Now, listen closely. Real progress in practical spirituality and self-development looks like changes in your daily life. Not grandiose miracles, but incremental shifts, a moment of calm where there used to be chaos, a pause before reaction, a choice where there was habit. It demands you become an explorer of your own consciousness, not a consumer of quick fixes. So here is the challenge. Drop the race for instant transformation. Embrace your practice as an intimate craft, like a potter shaping clay. Be patient, be curious, be tender with your imperfections. Let your inner technology unfold. Focus on building a lineage of presence and wisdom that you carry beyond books and apps. If this message resonates, know you're not alone. You belong to a tribe of seekers committed not to flashy titles or viral trends, but to lived authenticity. Together, we journey toward the unknown center within. Each day holds the possibility to reawaken this technology, your technology, embedded in attention, discipline, and self-love. Join this path not because it's easy or fast, but because it is real, because it honors the deep mystery of being human, because through this practice, you reclaim the power to navigate life's storms with steady hands and open heart. The maze is not an endless trap. It is a map inviting you to learn the secret codes hidden within your own mind and soul. Walk these steps with courage and commitment. The door is open. SFX, door_creek_open, 2 Now. Let us talk about another mistake that quietly undermines so many spiritual journeys: the confusion between feeling and doing. It sounds simple, but it's a trap that can keep you spinning in circles. You might have felt inspired during a meditation session, a sudden rush of insight, or a glow after journaling. Yet, somehow the next day the momentum stalls. Why? Because feeling inspired is not the same as doing the work that follows. The feeling is a spark, but the fuel is consistent action aligned with your deeper intention. Many treat spirituality as a state to chase rather than a path to walk. They wait to feel ready or enlightened before changing habits, expressing kindness, or setting boundaries. But growth hides in the seemingly mundane decisions, the daily breaths chosen, the small acts of courage, the honest reflections when you stumble. What you feel during practice cannot replace these actions. They work together. Closely tied to this is the error of ignoring shadow work. We celebrate lightness, positivity, and love, but neglect the darkness inside, the fear, the resistance, the limiting beliefs. Spirituality is not a sugar-coated escape. It's an intimate confrontation with all parts of yourself. When you avoid the shadows, you create a spiritual bypass, a detour that delays real healing and integration. The discomfort may feel unbearable, but true transformation demands descending into these depths. SFX, Wind_whisper. 3 here is a powerful reminder. Every aspect of your experience deserves attention, even those thoughts, emotions, or habits you wish to banish. They are messengers, coded signals from your unconscious. When embraced with compassion, they unravel and transform. Ignoring them only strengthens their grip. Another daily mistake involves the misunderstanding of detachment. Detachment is often taught as a spiritual ideal. Release your attachments to people, outcomes, desires, even your identity. But if taken to extremes or misunderstood, detachment becomes disconnection, emotional numbness, or spiritualized apathy. It's a subtle form of self-denial. Genuine detachment springs from love and clarity, not avoidance or oppression. It means engaging fully with life, yet not being controlled or defined by transient experiences. The paradox is that true freedom arises not from pushing away, but from embracing life's flowing nature with equanimity. This subtle wisdom requires practice and discernment, a deep inner maturity few are taught. SFX, rippling_water. For a frequently overlooked error lies in the misuse of affirmations and positive thinking. Almost everyone has tried repeating affirmations or visualizing success. But what happens when these become mechanical recitations? When affirmations are disconnected from authentic belief or action, they lose power and can breed frustration or self-judgment. Positive thinking is valuable, but is not an escape hatch from hardship or an excuse to deny real feelings. It is a tool that needs grounding in reality and coupled with genuine effort. Affirmations that ignore inner conflicts or external challenges risk becoming wishful thinking, lacking the strength to catalyze change. Now, consider the digital age's impact. The endless scroll of information, advice, images, and distractions. This flood creates a spiritual overwhelm. Instead of deepening your practice, constant consumption can dilute focus and foster comparison. Online platforms often showcase polished versions of progress, fostering envy or inadequacy rather than inspiration. The mistake here is confusing consumption with transformation. Collecting knowledge is different from embodying wisdom. Spiritual and self-development practices demand interiorization, the process of turning external lessons into inner truth through lived experience. SFX, soft_keyboard_typing. 3 So, what's the remedy? How do you escape these daily traps? First, cultivate disciplined simplicity. Instead of chasing numerous practices or trendy techniques, choose a few core habits that resonate deeply. Dedicate yourself to them with patience and humility. As the ancient masters advised, water the same seed daily. Progress compounds through steady effort, not sprees of enthusiasm. Second, develop somatic awareness. Bring your attention to your body regularly, not just as an object to be controlled, but as a living guide. Notice tension patterns, breath quality, and energy shifts. Body-centered practices like mindful movement, breath work, or even simple pauses reconnect you to your present reality and renew your clarity. Third, build honest self-reflection into your day. Journaling can help, but it's more than writing lists of goals or achievements. Ask yourself deep questions. Where did I resist today? What emotions did I avoid? How did I reconnect with my intention when I felt scattered? Face your shadows kindly and without judgment. SFX, pen_scratching. 2/4, learn to pace yourself with empathy. Self-development is a marathon, not a sprint. Give grace to your human imperfections and honor your unique rhythm. If you push too hard or expect perfection, you reinforce cycles of frustration. Fifth, cultivate community. Transformation thrives in connection. Find trusted allies who hold space for your journey without judgment or fantasy. Tribal support nourishes courage, consistency, and grounded humility. Now, here is a powerful insight that few teach. Practical spirituality is not about escaping who you are, but transcending your automatic identity. Patterns through conscious awareness. You become not a victim of your conditioning, but the master of your response. This is the deep alchemy hiding beneath every practice. Your mind is not the problem, it is a tool waiting to be tamed. Your feelings are not enemies, but signals to decode. Your habits are not chains, but rituals in formation. When you align these dimensions with intention and presence, you unlock the latent technology of transformation gifted to every human. SFX, soft_chime. 3. Let this moment be a turning point. Recognize the mistakes that have dimmed your light so far, not to shame yourself, but to illuminate a clearer path forward. Embrace the paradox that struggle is part of growth. That confusion leads to insight, and that humility is strength. You don't have to be perfect. You need only be curious and committed. Experiment with focus instead of frenzy. Invite patience where there was impatience. Choose presence over escape. This journey you walk daily is sacred. Every breath carries the potential to awaken your consciousness. Every small choice is a thread in the tapestry of your transformation. The greatest mistake would be to ignore this invitation. This is not an appeal to simply consume content, but to embody wisdom, to become a living presence in your world, a beacon of clarity and grounded insight amid the noise. If you hear this call, step forward. You are not alone. Together, we can create a circle of seekers honoring the real work beneath the glamour of quick fixes. This is your tribe, a gathering of those committed to practical, honest, and heart-centered growth. Come walk this path with us. It is not easy, it is not always comfortable, but is true. The choice is yours. The time is now. SFX, footsteps_echoing. 4.